basically, I'm sitting outside on the sidewalk because my entire apartment smells like fucking sewage. Got ice cream, and I've got something important to say. Earlier on Yik Yak, right, which like Yik Yak is not, it's not exactly the bastion for ethical behavior. I'm not opening Yik Yak because I'm like, let me read the most insightful information from America's top scholars. Okay, it's Yik Yak. If you don't know what Yik Yak even is, like anonymous, whatever, I don't know. Basically, I got a notification from it because like a post was trending, and it was this like picture of a woman who works at the 7-Eleven like near Temple, right? But it was just like a picture of her and was like, oh, she's really rude or something, right? Because it got like the notification was sent to like everybody who has Yik Yak like in the Temple area. It ended up someone like quoted it or whatever, which then got like 300 million billion upvotes or something, right? Being like, hey, like that's such a weird thing to fucking post, because it is, like, it literally is. I was admittedly getting into a fight with people in the comments of a Yik Yak, which is humiliating, right? I mean, like, girl, put the phone down. Like, there's like trees in nature, like put the fucking phone down. But that's what I was doing today for a portion of my day. Basically arguing with the original poster who, because I commented and was like, to be honest, like, I think posting this, like, you're a cop. Like, straight up, you might not have a badge or a gun or a taser, but like, you're a cop. Like, he was arguing back with me, just being like, yeah, but like the woman's like, she's mean or something. And so I responded, which got a bunch of upvotes. Thank God, at least I'm not the only normal fucking person in the world. Got a bunch of upvotes just being like, look, just because like she's rude doesn't, you don't then earn the right to humiliate her in a public forum. You're not the sole arbiter of that. I have like a point with this, like I'm going somewhere with it, but yeah, I basically just was like, I think you're a cop and I think you're a freak, and he got a bunch of upvotes and he was like, what are you fucking talking about? Like, I'm allowed to post whatever I want. Like, oh, are you defending her? No, I'm not defending her. I'm not defending her at all. She might be the rudest person in the entire world. She still didn't sign up to be posted on the internet to be, you know, send a bunch of people to make fun of her, right? And ultimately, like, it's not like he's posting that in a way of like he's trying to spark some kind of change, like, oh, I want this woman to be fired. That's a totally separate beast. Like when people post those fucking TikToks of like some service worker having a meltdown, being like, at whatever bar, like, you need to fire this person. That's a totally different thing. I also think that's cop behavior, but that's not the conversation we're having right now, right? This guy was not posting this in a forum that would lead to any meaningful change happen. People got very caught up in the like annoyingness of the concept of like emotional labor because it sounds annoying, but like it does wear you down working a service job for 8 hours a day, you know, especially when that's like your full-time job. Like, that's frustrating. She's allowed to be rude. She's dealing with fucking college students all day. Like, I think you're allowed to be rude. They're like fucking annoying, right? The thing is too, ultimately, is he's not, you know, posting this trying to enact change. He's posting it basically to get the dopamine rush, which I know is, sorry, trigger warning, like, annoying. This whole fucking video is gonna be like annoying, I'm sorry. Get the dopamine rush basically of 5 million strangers upvoting and being like, yas, no, you're right, she is mean, no, you're right, girl. Like, so what, right? Anyway, I'm gonna stop sitting on this random stoop and go get the train home, and we will continue momentarily. See, it wasn't really by my own choice, but I forgot that you can just like walk around like wherever. I don't know where the fuck I am right now, truthfully, but anyway, continuing in a second. Back to what I was saying. In the past, like, if you wanted to be mean to somebody, and obviously I wasn't there, because look at me. Look at my youthful, beautiful glow. Obviously I wasn't fucking there, but it's not one of those like Zoomer nostalgia things where I'm just like making it up, okay? In the past, like, if you wanted to be mean to somebody, right? So say you're at 7-Eleven and the clerk is a little bit rude or standoffish or whatever. Who can you be mean to about it? You can wait till you get home. You can boil, you know, hold it in all day and let it boil over and scream at your significant other about it, or your roommates. You can turn to the person next to you and tell them, and that's it. Like, you can't tell anybody else. You know what I mean? If you're with like a friend, you know, you could turn to your friend and be like, ugh, this guy. But now I can pull my phone out. First of all, I could film it and post it online, which I would never do. But regardless, I could post it online publicly. I could just post it on my private story. I could post it on my Finsta. I could just snap a picture. I could send it to the group chat. I could text my significant other and complain about it, right? In this case, you could post about it on Yik Yak. And so then you get an even higher chance of people seeing it who know what you're talking about, who are gonna react and give you the dopamine rush or whatever that you want, right? And I think this inherently makes us like, it makes you a meaner person because you have so much access to like the ability to be a mean person. Like you can do it fucking whenever you want. Should I be filming these with the back camera? This is a camera test. Okay. For like another example, right? A couple weeks ago was scrolling through TikTok, unfortunately. I know. I've been kind of back on the whole using TikTok kind of vibe. But so I was scrolling on TikTok, right? And this girl, I knew it was in Philly just from her vibe, first of all. It was this video of her in like a club or a bar or whatever. And she handed her phone to someone to hold and then, you know, put the camera on so that she could fix her eye makeup, right? Now, why she was filming it, I don't know. Whatever, right? She hands this person and says, can you hold this while I apply my eye makeup? As they're filming it, the person mentions like, oh, my ex-girlfriend. And she was like, you're not gay? Right. Haha, hardy har har, right, whatever. And then posted on the internet and gets 500,000 fucking likes and 5 million bajillion comments. And I am not willing to give her the benefit of the doubt because I messaged her because like I tangentially related, knew the person in the video, the other person in the video. So I texted her and was like, hey, like I think, or message her, DM, TikTok, whatever. And just was like, hey, I think that's weird. First of all, I think you're homophobic. First of all, but that is homophobic, right? You know, what's so fucking funny? What's so fucking funny? I just messaged her and was like, hey, I don't think this person who is legitimately a heterosexual, as far as I know, would really want you to be, you know, posting this. Like, they obviously didn't know you were fucking filming. And not only, it's not like you're just posting a picture of a stranger on the internet being like, oh, this person sucks. Like, you asked them to fucking hold up your phone so you could fix your makeup just to secretly film them so you could post them on the internet making fun of them in a way that's homophobic on top of all of that. Crazy, right? And so I messaged her and just was like, hey, blah, blah, blah. And she was like, basically, go fuck yourself. I think it's funny, which was like, okay. So I don't feel bad talking about it. Like, why are you posting? Like, why are you posting that? Why did you film it in the first place, but why post it? It's not like you're turning to the person next to you and being like, oh, that's crazy. You know, someone who's there and like understands what's going on. No, you're posting it online, supplying the setup so that you make sure people understand the joke about the person that you're making fun of. For what? Literally for what? Like, what is the point of fucking doing that? And I mean, just to like touch on it while I'm already fucking on the topic, like that joke's rooted in homophobia inherently, right? Because the whole setup for the joke is that you met someone who you stereotyped to be gay and they had a gay voice, right? And so that, but then when they weren't gay, you thought not only that was so fun, like thinking that's funny inherently, not that big of a deal, thinking that's so funny that you needed to post a video of them talking on the internet to dunk on them, that's definitely homophobic. Not only is that homophobic, that's just like, I mean, you're just like a shitty person. Sorry. I genuinely think that is like a display of some kind of inner, like, I don't know, insecurity, something. I don't fucking know. But I think regardless, it just is like, I am going somewhere with this, by the way. The thing is, it's like, it's not like chicken and egg, as in like there's a source and it's either like that the phone's making you mean or that you're mean and the phone gives you access. It's kind of like a circle, right? You can choose to not post that on the internet. You could still be a mean-spirited person and, you know, kind of like think that or say it to your friend next to you. But I think the ability to post it on the internet and get clout from it or get clicks, or even if it's just texting it to your friends and getting, you know, a like response from it, it still is gonna set off the fucking phone receptor in your brain and make you feel good and make you feel, I don't know, powerful because you're making fun of someone or whatever. We're gonna move on to the next section because I swear to God I'm going somewhere with this. Also, honestly, I'll be honest, I have to pee. So we're gonna go home because I gotta pee. And we're gonna film the rest of this probably sitting in my yard because it still smells like sewage. I'm really not one to complain about this subway, but that genuinely might have been the worst subway ride of my entire life. Okay, wait, I don't know why this single chair is so scary, but like I think I'm gonna sit here. Okay, actually I'm not, because this echo is fucking crazy. Okay, so it's stuck in my bag. I'm once again sitting on the ground. I feel like that's like, it's kind of giving transplant a little bit, because like, why are you sitting on the ground? I just don't fucking care. I mean, like, a dog's probably pissed here before, but like, I'm gonna wash my pants. Like, I don't know, who fucking cares? As I was saying, I think it's just very easy to be mean now, but it's not a lost cause. A lot of it's up to you. A step I've tried to implement in my life to make myself just like, obviously it would be better to just, you know, deep within yourself, be less of a mean person. That's more fucking difficult. So what you can do instead, treat the symptom, even though it's not really treating the problem. I have tried to stop. My like litmus test, I guess, for this is like, if something pisses me off in public and I go to text the group chat or my boyfriend or whoever or post about it or whatever, I try to think to myself, okay, the next time I see this person, would I want to talk about this? And if the answer is no, I'm not sending it. Then I'm just not going to tell you, right? Now, obviously that doesn't always ring true, because, you know, my boyfriend and I kind of narrate our days to each other a little more than I do to the group chat. So not totally the same thing. But, and sometimes the answer, you know, is I want to tell you about this next time I see you, but I want to tell you about it now. And that's fine. But I find oftentimes the answer is no. And then, you know, it's like, if I text the group chat being like, oh my God, this girl just pissed me off so bad on the train. So now I'm gonna eventually get the dopamine click of them responding and affirming that this person was mean, right? Which was inherently what I'm probably looking for. Then not only am I getting the dopamine rush, you know, say they text me back an hour later, they're reminding me that that happened again. Now I'm thinking about it again. So now it's the thing that annoyed me didn't just happen the one time, it happened a second time because I texted someone about it, and when they responded, I was reminded of it, and now I'm talking about it again. Now it's back in the forefront of my brain, so now it's interrupting whatever it was I was doing in my day. It's just so much easier to be a dick now, because it's, you know, it's right there. You have all this access to it. And I do think making the conscious choice to not do that has made me in my day-to-day life like a kinder person. You know, like I think I just see the world a little bit, not like a lot, like it wasn't like this huge overhaul, it just was like, I think now in my day-to-day, I kind of notice like these horrible things happening less, because I'm doing, you know, I'm not looking for things to text people about, because I'm just like, I'm not in the habit of doing it anymore, or about TikToking about it, or about posting on my private story about it, or fucking whatever. And don't get me wrong, at the end of the day, like, I am still a hater, and I still complain a lot. I mean, literally, I walked past like a group of dudes playing cornhole earlier, and it made me mad for like a couple minutes. You know what I mean? So like, I'm not saying it's made me like this perfect, nice, amazing, like I'm not fucking Mother Teresa, right? But I do think, you know, it's taken a few instances of being a dick out of my life. And I think that, like, I don't know, I don't want my life to be just a constant cycle of complaining about what other people are doing, or talking about what other people are doing, or making judgments on what other people are doing. I think too, going back to like, oh, I think it's cop behavior, right? I do think the habit of this that a lot of people are in, you know, that you see like, you know, you see it on social media, people like the TikTok girl fucking filming that and posting that thing, which kind of aligns with the like rise in social conservatism, because like, you know, being a conservative is inherently being additionally judgmental of other people, right? I just think, you know, the idea of being, you know, hateful towards transgender people or gay people or immigrants or whatever, you know, it's rooted essentially in this wanting to feel like you have power over another group of people, and like a fear of the other and whatever. And I think that works for yourself by constantly looking for things in your surroundings to complain about. inherently then you're gonna find more and more things that other people are doing that are annoying you, because you're addicted to wanting to get the attention from other people, like affirming that this thing is annoying or bad or stupid, or this person is bad or stupid or whatever. It makes you a fucking cop. And I don't mean like you're literally a cop, but like you're still a cop. You can be a cop without being a cop. You know? I mean, really, if I don't like you, it's like you're a cop, you know what I mean? But I think going back to the Yik Yak thing too, that really did get to me, because it's like, this dude is complaining about this, you know, worker being rude or something. And it's like, yeah, you're posting a picture of her on social media. You're also fucking rude. Maybe you're rude in a different way, but you're still rude. In fact, you're probably worse. So, yeah, I don't know. I like to align myself with, you know, people that I think are nice and kind and empathetic. And I think that's really important, not to be all the world we live in. Sorry, trigger warning. The blue hat is back on, although I don't have the blue hat with me. Okay, I'm like fucking trying to talk like... Is it gonna like bong? 11 bongs takes forever. Okay, of course it stopped the second I started complaining about it. I think especially just with everything going on now, where like a lot of these, you know, dislike of other people that are different from you is being like literally codified into law. I think it's really important on a personal level to not be doing that as much. It's generally like a societal plague, genuinely, just that people are so like hateful and judgmental of what other people are doing, you know? I mean, I remember like my grandpa showing me when I was like 10, there was this website called like People of Walmart or something, and it was like just like a gallery of people in Walmart that were like dressed weird or had crazy tattoos or something, which is just like, and I mean, at the time I was 9, so it's not like I was thinking, you know, on a deeper level, this is kind of rude. You know, I kind of do remember a little bit being like, okay, like, I don't know, like, who goes, like, why do you care so much? And I think the reason people care so much is because they, in some other aspect of their lives, are lacking power, whether that's, I don't know what kind of power in some, you know, sense, where they feel insecure about themselves, which is inherently, like, lacking power, or whatever. But you don't get to take that on other people. And that's a thing that you can consciously work on being better at that. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Yeah, new music soon, by the way, for real. Like, my album is like fully fucking recorded, which is so cool. It's all produced and everything. I need to do like some small tweaks and whatever, but I'm really proud of it. I'm really excited for people to hear it, honestly. And I'm really proud. I'm excited for me to hear it. Like, I want to hear the finished product, because everything I've made so far is so fucking cool. And I put so much work into it, and I really, really love it. So I hope other people like it too. If you're watching this like at a time like right around when it comes out and you live in Philadelphia, I'm playing a show on the 25th at a super secret location. So DM me and I will tell you where that is. And I'm playing a show on the 30th at Heart Bar in Bushwick, the legendary Bushwick, where I don't think I've ever actually been to Bushwick, so I'm really excited. I love playing in New York. So anyway, yeah, come to one of those shows if you're in one of those places. And if you're not, I'll play a show in your place soon, for sure. Anyway, yeah, thank you so much for watching. Bye.